What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Today we're going to be taking on Pirate King Adventures, and in this video I'm aiming to show a team that is capable of beating level 100 plus in terms of the gimmicks that you have to deal with, and I feel like this is honestly the easiest PKA that we've had to deal with thus far. There aren't really as many gimmicks as you would think, and I know many people would have pulled for Gear 5 in his badge, and if that is the case, then you're going to be pretty fine, which I think is good. I like the fact that they're building this specific PKA around not only just the current batch with Law, Kid, Big Mom, but also taking into consideration the stuff that we had previously with Gear 5 and Momonosuke. So we're here at level 83, but as I said, I do believe the team that we're going to showcase in this video today should have no problems or no qualms dealing with level 100 plus in terms of the gimmicks. In terms of, you know, dealing with the HP, it'll be interesting to see if this team is capable of beating 150. I'm not too sure what the HP level at that point is going to be like, but I suppose we will wait and see. There is Zora. Do we have some Saki to give him? We don't, so that is a bit of a problem. So we're not going to go that route, but we will go ahead and pick up the favorites chest. Now, I actually have all of my turtles completed, all up to 500 turtles, so I don't really need to take the mini bosses on in this video today. We'll pick up the Saki to get us closer to level 150, or to get us there a bit quicker. We'll pick up the seafood, the spicy seafood. And yeah, so this has been a pretty chill PKA. You know, if you were lucky enough to pull some of the new characters, you know, it's actually a pretty chill PKA. So making sure, you know, to beat the mini bosses, get as many of those, as many of those turtles as possible. Law and Kid Friend Captain should be readily available. This is the best time to play this event if you don't have Law and Kid, as many people should have them up as the Friend Captain. So it is the best opportunity to farm it right now. Despite the fact there is a gold Luffy statue, I think I'll just pick up the Usopp here to give some buffs to Sai. And we'll pick up another Saki. So that was a pretty good run. Let's go ahead and start challenging Big Mom. We're going to challenge level 86. So let's go ahead and get this team sorted. We're going to go ahead and find a Law and Kid Friend Captain. And the team that we're utilizing in this video today is going to be utilizing Gear 5 as the captain. So I've already made, you know, the initial video when PKA first dropped with a Gear 5 team. But let's actually use it in a little bit more of a difficult scenario. So let's go ahead and start off as Kid. Now, this is my first attempt at trialing this team. I have the faith that it should work. And if it doesn't, we'll come back and we'll see if we can figure something out. But the key thing here is that Law, Kid, Friend Captain, they deal with a lot of stuff, of course, but the other thing is the free-to-play treasure map Yamato that we had recently released. Now, there's actually two reasons why Yamato is good. I mentioned one reason in the video prior, the fact that Yamato has the really powerful special to deal with the despair and the resilience that occur on stage 3. But there's another reason why she is good, is because she's like one of the only top boosters that has the hunger potential ability. And when you get to stage 4, you actually are inflicted with the hunger debuff, and she will enable you to remove that. It's pretty valuable to have that effect on her. So we have cooldowns ready to go, but we do obviously need to stall for a little bit of super swap with Law and Kid, because I want to try and abuse that in this video. Now, judging with the way that how Law and Kid work, they are a little finicky in terms of getting them to work effectively. So we'll go ahead and just blast through this. This shouldn't really be a problem here. And then we'll go and have a look at stage 3. So stage 3, we have the ulti and page 1. Now remember, anytime if you're in Kid form, anytime an int character uses a special, it gives -1 to the super swap. But when you're in Law, anytime you use a Sai character special, it gives you -1 to the super swap. I wish that the characters in both forms would just make Sai and int. Any of those specials reduce any cooldown. So if you're a Kid who's the int character, if you use a Sai special, it minuses his super swap. I feel like that would have been much nicer, honestly, overall. So, what did I want to do here? So we're obviously going to use Yamato, but do I want to switch first? No, we do want to use this. We're going to use Yamato special first. That's going to deal with that. We're going to switch into Law. And yeah, that's perfect, actually, because the stage after, we're going to switch into Kid. Yeah, that actually works out perfectly. So we're going to get his super swap to activate. All right, let's go ahead and move on. This guy, all team page 1 don't really have a lot going for them. They're pretty easy to take down. So stage 4, we're going to have Big Mom, and as we said, we are going to switch Law and Kid into Kid, so that will make the super swap gauge become full, which is fantastic. So this actually worked out pretty well for how I was trying to think how this team was going to work, because trying to structure how you're going to use the super swap is very important, because when you get to level 100 plus, you definitely want the super swap. It's very important that you have it for the final stage. So first thing is first, let's go ahead and switch over to Kid. So now we're going to get the super swap on the next stage. And let's go ahead and use the Luffy EX Super Special. So that's going to enable us to become Gear 5 and completely ignore the Rainbow Shield altogether. And then the special ability, of course, which is going to give us the Color Affinity and the Orb Boost, as well as doing 2 million fixed damage to Big Mom too. It's going to do a lot of damage. I just cannot wait until Gear 5 Luffy gets that Super Evolution, dude. He's going to be so amazing. At least I hope he's going to be so amazing. So that still does a lot of damage to Big Mom. We get all of those amazing, amazing buffs, bypassing defensive effects. You absolutely love to see it. This should be more than enough to get the kill, by the way, so let's get it. Yeah, that's going to be more than enough to get the kill. Now, yeah, you can use Gear 5 on the final stage. That's likely what you're supposed to do. And especially when you get to, you know, level 120, 130, 140, trying to save Gear 5 for that final stage is probably going to be a bit more important. So, we're going to have Big Mom here, and the reason why I said the super swap is going to be pretty important when you're on level 100 plus is because of the mob characters that surround Big Mom. So, let me pull up the gimmicks real quick, because I have them here on the side. So, what happens is the pleasures, which are the mobs, one of them, it applies 3 turns of Threshold, the other one applies 3 turns of Rainbow Shield, but if you kill those enemies, then it removes those debuffs. So that's actually kind of cool. If you're using Gear 5, it really doesn't matter anyway, but if you are attempting to use a team that is not focused around Gear 5, using the Super Swap is going to be vital. So, first thing is first, we're going to switch Super Swap into Law, and I actually haven't seen the Super Swap animation that much, so let's go ahead and see this. The Gang, and Law with the angry face, of course. Getting rid of the Special Bind, giving us access to the Chain Multiplicative buff, the 1.4. And then we're going to go ahead and use the special ability of Law and Kid. The special animation for this character looks so good, and I'm going to give massive props to the team for this, because like, yeah, obviously there's issues with the character. I'm not the biggest fan of Law and Kid, but this animation is so sick, dude. It's amazing. And even the super tandem looks really, really good too. And with that animation, and with when you use the special in the dual form, you apply the effect to allow your damaging specials to bypass normal attacks only, killing those mobs instantly. So we're going to have a huge attack boost here from Law and Kid, and we also apply the defense down, which we can use the Denjiro here, and he actually gives us a 2.25 times conditional boost against enemies that are inflicted with defense down. So normally you would use this with Hiyori, but we can just use it with Law and Kid, because Law and Kid does the defense down through immunity. And then also we can go ahead and use the Otama special. I actually haven't seen this animation yet. This is pretty cool. So using all the Kibi Dungos to acquire a huge army, which is pretty cool. So that's awesome. So this effect, I believe, gives us color affinity boost, or is that only when we're at full HP? Okay, so yeah, you have to be at full HP to get the color affinity boost. Completely overlooked that. So Sanji is replaceable. I was expecting to have to use Sanji on this team to reduce the super swap gauge of Kid while he's in the int form, but it actually didn't matter with the way that the team was structured, so we're good. With this, we should be able to kill pretty comfortably here. Let's go. Boom, there we go. 33 million damage with 2 taps, very, very comfortable. And that was just with an attack boost and a defense down conditional, as well as the super swap giving us the chain multiplicative buff there. So, level 100, as I said, is very comfortable in terms of dealing with the gimmicks. It's going to be an interesting factor later on when we have to try and get as much damage as we possibly can. We may come back once we get to level 150, try and build some more efficient teams in terms of doing enough damage to actually kill the content once we get to like over 1 billion damage, which I'm sure we're going to have to try and achieve over 1 billion damage. But that's going to be it for us here today using Law and Kid with the Gear 5 hybrid. So very, very fun using Gear 5 once again. So that is going to wrap it up from me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.